in this country, we don't have, unfortunately, that leadership. And we're being very, very badly decimated by other countries taking advantage of us. And we're like a whipping post. And we could be great, and we could be great again. But right now, this country is doing very, very poorly.
Well, that was Donald Trump talking about America's place in the world following a recent meeting with the president of Georgia. His potential run for the White House is considered a long shot bid not too long ago, but a new poll suggests he may have a real shot. In a Wall Street Journal NBC poll of Republican primary voters, the Donald ties Governor Mike Huckabee for second place behind only Mitt Romney. He's got 21%. Huckabee and Trump, 17% each. Newt Gingrich trails at 11. Palin's way behind. He is also polling very strong in both New Hampshire and Iowa. And when you ask Tea Partiers who they like, Trump polls at #1. Does he have a shot? Joining me now, syndicated radio hosts Leslie Marshall and Lars Larson. Leslie's also a Fox News contributor. Wow. So for those who said he's a joke, you know, and laughed at him, he's an empty vessel, the voters don't apparently think so, Lars.
No, he's a leader. Think about it. If America could get behind a man like that, I don't think you'd see Donald Trump running off to a campaign fundraiser like President Obama did when the government here in Washington, D.C. is ready to shut down. And he wouldn't have done as President Obama did this week, chided a citizen, saying to the citizen, if you don't like high gas prices, get a better car, get a car with better mileage. I mean, come on. This is the job of the president, to lead. He should be leading this Congress to some kind of budget resolution and not shutting the government down tomorrow. And he should be leading America to the oil and the energy resources that it needs. President Obama isn't doing that, and he's not doing a very good job leading on foreign policy either.
Well,
There's a leadership vacuum, and I think he could step into it.
Okay, so that's the question, Leslie. Can Donald Trump be seen as a leader? You know, obviously he's a CEO. He's very well known. Can he be seen as a leader? And is that all that's required?
Well, unfortunately, the #1 reason people vote for individuals, left or right or anywhere else politically, is name recognition. And nowadays, when you have a reality show and you're a celebrity, we saw it here in California with, thank God he's gone, the governor. And we have seen other celebrities in the past become, whether it's Al Franken or Gopher from the Love Boat, politicians. So there's a lot to be said for name recognition. But you mentioned, Lars, gas prices. Donald Trump wouldn't know how to pump gas if you had to give him an instruction manual. He has a driver. He's rich. He's elite. He's out of touch with middle class, working class, and lower income families. And I think that's going to be a problem at the end of the day. He won't be able to say to Obama,
but
"You're
Lars,
fired."
let me ask you about that. Do you think that will be held against him? Because he never holds himself out as anything other than what he really appears to be, which is, you know, a rich guy who's been very successful running businesses.
That's okay.
Might he gain the confidence of the regular folks by saying, look, trust me, I can handle this?
Yes. Yes, because the regular folks look at this guy and say, this guy is a guy who knows how to get it done. If he didn't, he wouldn't be as wealthy or as successful as he's been, and he's certainly been through his share of setbacks. And when you say, Leslie, he doesn't know how to pump gas, the president doesn't need to know how to pump gas, but he needs to know we have to go and get the gasoline. We have to tell federal agencies to allow American companies to drill. That doesn't mean knowing how to work a drill rig, which, by the way, President Obama would know, you know, the up from the down on a drill rig. I don't know if he'd know the operating end of a drill rig, but he does know how to tell federal agencies to shut down drilling in the Gulf of Mexico and then loan billions of dollars to Brazil.
But I got to ask
so
you this, Leslie. This is a poll of Republicans. Once Trump is opened up to the general election, I mean, how will independents feel about him? How will Democrats feel about him?
Well, I have to tell you, Megan, people on the left were laughing at me when I said the candidate I worry most about is Donald Trump being on that platform. Although I don't think he'll unseat Obama, it's because of that cult of personality. It's because of the celebrity, because of the name recognition. And then now when he starts, and I'm sure Donald Trump knows the president was born in the United States, but he starts talking like a birther. And on top of it, he's polling this high, not even having thrown his hat into the ring. He may just be doing this for a kid.
I got to go.
I think he is a viable candidate.
The computer's going to shut us off in 4 seconds. Thank you both. We'll be right back.